Hello and welcome back, and today I want to talk about a new NAS that's rumoured to be coming from Synology before the end of the year, the RS819. Now, the Synology 4-bay rack mount series isn't exactly new. There's loads of them. They've done them for quite a long time. The most recent iteration of this cost-effective 4-bay was the RS816 that was released within the last 2 years. Give or take, you can never get it quite right with regard to release, different countries and stuff like that. But a new 4-bay cost-effective Rackmount NAS is very much in demand at the moment, and RS819 would definitely sit well with the NAS market. They've done a really good job of releasing a number of their Rackmount units, and last year we saw the RS818 Plus be released earlier this year, I should say, last range. And it did quite well indeed. It had that Intel Atom-based CPU inside, the C3000 chip. And this device here, although there's no mention and confirmation of the CPU, it is worth touching on the fact that its last iteration in the 816 had a relatively poor spec Marvell chip inside that. Now, we have noticed there's a brand new Marvell chip getting thrown around in NAS, as well as a great number of those ARM 64-bit chips, like Realtek, used in a number of the cost-effective 4-bays, and even a new Annapurna chip that's a 64-bit chip as well. So once again, we don't know what CPU is going to be inside the RS819 if it is confirmed, but nevertheless it's going to be one of those three, and it's going to be, although cost effective, it is going to be a great chip for file management, which is where this device is supposed to live. This isn't designed for multimedia, although it can play back a number of it. You forget about it for Plex, but the things that it can do better than its predecessor is, of course, a more enhanced CPU, means better support of a number of features and functions. If it is that Realtek CPU, that means transcoding might not be off the table, and with regards to file management, a number of those new 64-bit ARM CPUs handle a lot of the newer applications within DSM 6.2 very well indeed. Now, this device can be expanded from 4 bays up to 8 bays total, utilising their new expansion. I believe the RX418, I believe, I might get that wrong, double check that in the background there. But it will arrive, because it's a rack mount with 3 years of manufacturer's warranty. It'll arrive with USB 3 on it, and of course it will be very small indeed. One of the things that made the previous unit stand out very well, it was a shallow rack. It was half depth, and the RS816 was one of the main reasons people went for it. They wanted a small file management server that, although it was a rack mount, didn't have to live in the traditional rack mount cabinet setting and get much shallower rack mount cabinets or in other environments completely. We've seen this trend continue with devices like the RS1219 Plus that's just been announced and should be available very, very soon. And that is another rack mount device that's an 8-bay that's only half depth. And this will continue in that chassis design that's very popular indeed. But as soon as we know more about the RS819, I'll of course let you know. I'll update the page on NAS Compares below, and if you are interested in buying a NAS, do visit the guys at span.com, because let's face it, big disclaimer here, none of this is confirmed. All of this is based on rumour and information that's been passed to me. Synology may pull this. It may just be a tech. It could just be, a demonstration. It could be something small that never even reaches you. So if you are looking for a NAS, I don't recommend waiting on these devices, this or the other two that I've mentioned. Because if you wait for these and they don't come to fruition, you are losing out on data security, and you could lose your data. More importantly, there are some great NAS units out there right now. And if you are looking at the RS816, and you thought, nah, that's not really doing it for me, there are so many other devices at the moment, and I do recommend that RS818 Plus, also available in redundant power supply version 2. Visit guides at Span to learn more, and do visit me at NAS Compares to be up to date with the latest information on NAS releases. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.